Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Drake's Corner. I'm your host, Drake Tharp, and here we are after week 2 in the NFL. We got a lot to talk about, a few player topics. I got a new segment on the show. It talks about gambling. If you want to, waste your money away, listen to me. And then we have a NFL Power Rankings at the end. But before I get into anything really, so this is basically the year anniversary of my show, and we're at 115 subs, numerous videos with over 100 views, one with about 12,000. Am I upset with, the subscriber count, views, anything like that? I don't give a shit. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy making content. It's, this is a dream of mine to, be a sports analyst type deal. And, I have fun with it. It's not become easy at this point. I'm not saying it's become easy, but it's a pastime. I love it. I love doing it, and I appreciate every single one of you who watches and tunes in, subscribes, all that. And there's my little heartwarming message to start the video. So we're here after week 2, and the first thing I want to get into, Kirk Cousins. After the Monday night game, he was getting a lashing on Twitter. 3 interceptions. Kirk Cousins, after, a strong week 1, after, giving the ball to Justin Jefferson just every time he threw the ball pretty much. Is this the real Kirk Cousins that comes out is the real question. So under this new Kevin O'Connell offensive system, I believe this will show exactly who Kirk Cousins is as a conservative thrower because, I think the problem with Mike Zimmer, former Vikings head coach, is he was too scared to see what Kirk could do, with high-risk plays, chucking the ball. I just feel like he didn't chuck the ball enough. And I think we saw that with the Vikings. Kirk had very, very good stats, the year prior. And I think it's just, the Vikings, they weren't willing to risk it for the biscuit per se. Monday night, Kirk Cousins threw nearly half of the interceptions he threw last year. Excuse me, I apologize. With Kirk Cousins under this new system, I feel like he's going to be making a lot more, aggressive throws when you have a talented receiver like Justin Jefferson. And on the other side, you have Adam Thielen as well, and, a talented tight end, Dalvin Cook in there too. This is going to be a new system for them. I feel like Mike Zimmer's offensive scheme was kind of outdated, and, we're going to see something different here with Kirk Cousins, and we're going to find out if he's the guy for Minnesota. With Matthew Stafford, Kevin O'Connell was the OC in L.A. for Matthew Stafford, and we knew Stafford had a great arm. We knew Stafford was a great arm talent, and he was a dog in Detroit, and that's why he succeeded under, the diverse Rams offensive system. They put great talent around him, and they knew his arm talent. They gave him a better scheme, and he ran with it and won the Super Bowl. So does Kirk have that same talent is the real question. I think it's too early to tell, but we will know if Kirk is the real deal by the end of the season. Kirk puts up great regular season numbers. He's one of my favorite fantasy football quarterbacks. I love having him on the team. He always puts up 20 a game, but Monday he definitely did not. And he threw nearly 3 interceptions. He only threw 7 INTs last year. So, and I feel like Mike Zimmer was too scared to make those aggressive throws with Kirk Cousins, and I feel like under Kevin O'Connell, we will see if, Kirk's the real deal. Next on the list, another Monday night quarterback to talk about, Jalen Hurts, 390 total yards, 3 touchdowns. The development in Jalen Hurts is exactly what rebuilding teams dream for, not only in the QB sense. Not only that, but the Eagles themselves have done an excellent job rebuilding everything. The offensive line, the defense, the upgraded receiving core. Their O-line's top 5. The coverage on defense is outstanding. And as long as Jalen Hurts looks productive and puts up these kind of numbers, it's a matter of time before he's considered elite. Yes, elite in that category, because as a dual threat quarterback, he's top 5 in the league for sure. And his development is looking amazing. Amazing to say the least. And, with QB, I feel like, to label a QB as elite or good, I don't feel like it's necessarily stats. I feel like it's if you get, the W on Sunday. And Jalen Hurts right now, he's getting the dub. He led them to a wild card spot last year. That's just the weird conversation with Joe Burrow because he led the Bengals to a Super Bowl. Obviously, Burrow's going to stick around, but is Burrow better than, guys that you list off and, like top 10 lists like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen? Obviously not. But he's productive and he gets the wins. He got the wins on Sunday last year all the way up until the Super Bowl. So, as long as Jalen Hurts, looks productive and puts up these kind of numbers, it's only a matter of time before he picks up the big W's and, we consider him elite. Obviously, in the dual threat category, I think we can consider him, a top 5 dual threat already. So, the Eagles just overall have done an outstanding job just rebuilding not only the QB spot with Jalen Hurts, but overall, their entire team with the O-line, the receiving core, all that. They've done everything for Jalen Hurts that a rebuilding team should do for, a young quarterback. And yeah, and he's gonna look good when you do all that for him. I think if a quarterback doesn't look good after providing a top 5 O-line and providing great coverage on defense and upgrading the receiving core, what else are you going to do? I think you'll know very quickly if that's your guy. And Jalen Hurts is doing the opposite and proving that he's the guy in Philly. So, yeah, it's really only a second season because Carson Wentz was benched back in 2018 late into the season. So I don't think we got a full season out of Jalen Hurts. I'd say last year was, the first year he was really the starter. And he led them to a wild card spot, and that's a big accomplishment already as, a starting quarterback, drafted in the 4th round. A lot of these first-round quarterbacks, don't pan out to snuff, but Jalen Hurts, 4th-round QB, he was a big question mark heading into the league, but my God, looking productive, to say the least. Anyway, new segment on the show, the Fab 5 Drake Parlay. I'm going to give... I can't believe I just, went through with that. Yeah, it's called the Fab 5 Drake Parlay. I'm going to give you 5 sports bets, okay? And this is the parlay. I'm going to give 5. It's a 5-way parlay. It's 5-leg parlay, basically. Sorry, a lot of tongue twisters in there. Anywho, so we're looking at week 3, and we're looking at the bets, who's the underdogs, who's favored, and, I got a mixture here of money line bets, over under point bets, and 2 what are they called? Yeah, just underdog, or I don't even know what they're called. I'm very new to the betting game, but these are my picks, and I don't know all the terminology, but we're gonna go through with it. If you want to win money, just go through with this, okay? My God. Anywho, Ravens, Patriots. The Patriots are 3.5 point underdogs, it looks like, heading into week 3. And Ravens and Patriots, I see the Ravens winning by more than a touchdown. I see them winning by 10, 2 touchdown. I see it being a two touchdown game. I don't think the Patriots can get anything going offensively. The Ravens' offense is outstanding, and I see them kind of just taking over that game. The Patriots had a solid win against the Steelers on Sunday, but the Ravens is a different gig when it comes to the offensive side. And I see that game being like a 30-17 game, somewhere around that range. And yeah, Patriots only 3.5 point underdog. So I would definitely take the Ravens in that sense there. Raiders, Titans. The Titans are 2.5 point underdogs. They got absolutely sloshed by the Bills on Monday night, and essentially, they're going to be down bad after that loss. And the Raiders have an outstanding offense. They've gone against 2 tough opponents to start the season, so they're 0-2. But I see a bounce back game here from the Raiders. They're hungry for a win. The Titans are suffering. I definitely see the Raiders winning by more than a field goal. That's for sure. And yeah, I see them winning by more than a field goal. That's the line there. So yeah, I'd go through with that for sure. I got a Bears money line bet, a Rams money line bet, and Vikings and Lions under 52.5 points. The Lions have a juggernaut of an offense, as it seems from the stats, but they're going to face a real team on Sunday against the Vikings, and yeah, they're not going to put up more than 30 points, and I don't think it'll be a 30-30 game. I think it'll be like a more 17-14 game. So definitely under 52.5 points, in my opinion. Those are my Fab 5 Drake parlay bets. take it if you want, win some money if you want, hit up the casino, get your Vegas on. I don't care. Anyway, main event of the show, NFL Power Rankings. Here we go. It's what you all been waiting for. The top 10 teams in the NFL as it looks, in my opinion. Here we go. Number 10, I got the Vikings. They got, embarrassed by the Eagles, but don't fret, Vikings fans. After Monday night, the Eagles, they're a great defensive team, and this is a bump in the road for the Vikings. The offense is immensely talented. Let's not forget it. And with Justin Jefferson, receiving core's great. Running back Dalvin Cook, and under the offensive-minded coach O'Connell and a solid pass rush, the Vikings will have double-digit wins this year, and they have a fairly easy schedule. This wouldn't be a freak-out mode after losing to the Eagles like that. I'd see it more as a bump in the road. I think the Vikings will win a lot of games, 10-11 range, and I think they'll be a solid, not really contender in the NFC, but they'll be maybe a divisional round knockout. But I see them as my number 10 team. Number 9, I got the Packers. Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. Oh, God. Anyway, let's just get this over with. Anyway, after a shutdown, I'm just going to read my notes. I'm just going to read it as is. After a shutdown of offense in Week 1 versus the Vikings, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers offense pulled what they did last year, and the offense seems to be on point, and the running game looks solid. The defense is a question mark, but expect Green Bay to roll on and be a top team in the NFC. I'm fucking sick of that. That makes me sick. Excuse me for swearing. I try to keep the F-bomb. Like, the other gray area cuss words like the S-bomb, the A-bomb, the D-bomb, whatever. I try to keep the F-bomb, I'm sorry. I just want to throw up talking about Green Bay. Anyway, they're number 9. Number 8, I got the Ravens. They really should be 2-0. And Lamar Jackson's, 300-yard pass day, 100-yard rush day, was completely overshadowed by the late-game stunner pulled by the Dolphins. But Lamar is a top 3 MVP candidate right now. And the receiving core is silencing critics with Bateman and Duvernay and Mark Andrews. Bateman seems to be just a solid speedster, and he can run routes like the best of them. The pass defense, it's a question mark, but allowing 450 yards from Tua and blowing numerous coverages. But I expect them to bounce back, especially with their offense. They haven't really lost anyone on defense, but with Lamar's top 3 candidacy and MVP, and the receiving core being the only kind of question mark spot. Expect their defense to step it up, and they're going to win double-digit games in the AFC as well. Number 7, the Dolphins. I have them right above the Ravens. The Dolphins are 2-0, and Sunday showed exactly how dangerous their speedy receiving core can be with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. And a joke of a quarterback doesn't throw over 400 yards and 6 touchdowns. Expect this offense to continue to light teams up. They face a real tough test on Sunday versus the Bills. We'll see how this receiving core, will do against a real team, a real defense, and this will show their true colors for sure. Number 7, Dolphins. Number 6, I got the Chargers. The Chargers had a heartbreaker against the Chiefs, but it took a lot of mistakes for them to finally put out of the game. A 99-yard pick 6, Justin Herbert injury, etc. This game isn't really anything to write the season on. I'm still very high on the Chargers. Their offense is incredible. I'm very high on Justin Herbert. They're very balanced and they have a great pass rush now with Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa, and an MVP candidate at quarterback. I could see them in the AFC title game. I possibly could see them in the Super Bowl if, the season progresses how I think it will. Number 5, I got the Bucks. Two ugly wins, 2-0 this year still. The wins weren't pretty, but the defense it's kind of flip-flopped of what I thought it was going to be. I thought the offense would be on point. Defense might be mid-tier, but it's looking the opposite. Defense is on point. Offense is mid-tier. Brady's performing at a mid-tier level, and they're having, wide receiver problems with injuries, getting thrown out games, hashtag, Mike Evans. And, once the offense starts to click under Brady as we know it, the Bucks will be a top 3 team in the league. Brady never goes away, and he always comes back. And, with the talent on that offense, I don't expect them to, be in this little shell too long. Number 4, I got the Rams. They let off the gas on Sunday against the Falcons. Nearly had a close game, But the Super Bowl hangover seems to be over. Well, on the offensive side at least. Cooper Kupp putting up, immaculate receiving numbers, including 2 touchdowns, and Cam Akers has been established into the offense finally with 15 carries. This is the most talented team in the league, in my opinion, and I expect them to, start running away in the NFC. With another, contender in mind, number 3, the Eagles. A tough test, against the Vikings on Monday proved, it was not only handled but crushed, and Jalen Hurts is proving more and more every second he's a top QB in this league, and, their pass coverage is incredible as Darius Slay, completely shut down Justin Jefferson. Jefferson's numbers were completely minimized, versus week 1. They're such a balanced team, and, they easily can make a run in the playoffs. I think it's very clear to everybody, watching. Number 2, Chiefs, another hot start. I don't really have a ton to say about them. I'm going to say it's a broken record at this point. Incredible offense. Only thing I will say is a lot of small names making big plays for this team. The 7th round pick making the pick 6, Watson, the 99-yard pick 6, and another receiver, I'm blanking on his name, making, a 40-yard catch for a touchdown. Small names, that's got to be another bright spot for the Chiefs, like they need anymore. And then a long gap to number 1. The Bills are in a league of their own, and they treated Monday night's win like a statement game. 41-7 against the Titans. Josh Allen, 317 yards, 4 touchdowns. Stephon Diggs, 148 and 3 touchdowns at the receiving. Defensively holding, Derrick Henry to 28 yards. Incredible. Nothing more to really say. The Bills are in the class of their own right now. And, they're the Super Bowl favorites. They're dominating right now. And I feel like, at this point in the league last year, I didn't see any, completely dominating teams. But right now, there definitely is one in Buffalo. Anyway, those are the NFL Power Rankings. And that is the show, everybody. Sorry, the energy level's kind of down. It's exactly 2:17 in the morning right now. So, that's what procrastinating does. But anyway, thank you for watching another episode. Tune in again next Wednesday for another episode of Drake's Corner. We'll get week 3 coverage on there. And, happy 1-year anniversary for everybody who's tuning in. For me, it's been great. I love doing this. It's great. I love it all. Thank you for everybody who's tuned in over the last year. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Peace.